Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today, the Leathercraft Masterclass workshop. I am stitching in, for those of you who've been following this build, the top flap, which is this part here, of the envelope document case. And it is designed to look like an envelope, like a letter that you would send off. And it's going to have lots of different accessories as well. I'll say lots of different too. We have wax stamp, which is made of solid leather. And that goes here. And we have a postage stamp, which is this one here, with a little gold inlay there and a little Saffiano inlay. And that is going on the other side, and not this side, obviously. But what that will be, it will be a business card holder. I'm trying to think of the word there. Or any kind of card holder that you can pull out. And that's taking the place of the stamp. So a little bit of creativity, a little bit of fun. Hi guys, welcome in. Welcome to today's live session. Been doing quite a few lives recently as I've been going through this build. So this will be the last live of this build, and in fact, the last live in this workshop. Because I am moving on to pastures new. As I've been doing this entire build, stitching this with 632 fil chinois. John James 004 needles. And I have pre-made the holes all the way through this. But because it's kind of difficult to see as I'm stitching because of the Saffiano's texture, for this I'm using a round awl. So it's not a bladed awl, just a round awl. Basically like a large needle with a handle. Good morning, afternoon, evening here. Hello Phil, good morning. Good morning if you're in the mornings. I'm in the evenings. I see this is an international affair. Hope you're in good condition. I seem to be in good condition today, yeah. It's all good. I hope you guys are doing well. Where are you guys watching from? Texas, yes, Texas. And the Netherlands. Welcome in. Representing Europe. Hello from freezing Austin, Texas. Yeah, you guys are getting some freak weather in the States. I don't know exactly where, but apparently it's a lot of snow, a lot of cold weather going around your way. Maybe when you're finished with it, send it over to us so we can have some interesting weather. a little bit of, what is that? A little stray fiber of leather there. Deal with that as I go. Simple project, but a good amount of stitching in this. Indonesia. Whereabouts? Java, Sumatra. You from Jakarta or somewhere else? Honestly, having some cold weather in South Texas is a nice change of pace, as long as the electricity holds out. Yeah. Hope you guys have been prepping. Now I might switch to saddler's clams because this is kind of aching my shoulders a little bit. I've been working all day. So now I'm going to sit down. I'll bring you guys over. Oops. Need a block of wood to open this up, really. But let's try the knees. There we go. Absolutely. Have a grill and a smoker. We won't go hungry. That's good. You're prepped as long as you've got meat to go in it. What is going on with YouTube? Always like blows me out with overexposure. Instagram doesn't do that. It's just YouTube, so it's not the camera on the phone. It's weird. Is it in the middle of the night where you are? No, it's 20 minutes to 7, 6:40 p.m. This is a little bit more comfortable than standing with my shoulders high. Yeah, it does sound good. Maybe we're all going to Bob's after this. What do you reckon, Bob? It's quite nice to stitch this actually. All these multiple layers together. It's all firm chrome tan. It feels like you're kind of stitching hard toffee. That's difficult to explain. It's a kind of like, it's firm, but it has a little bit of give to it. Quite nice. You're all welcome to have a proper cookout. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. I'll bring the beer. You sort out the food. I'd love to revisit some of that cornbread. When I was much younger, I went to the States and I went to this this barbecue place. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was a chain, nothing special. And I remember having these ribs, and it was I can't remember what it was. I think it was pork, but it was like really, really soft. I wasn't used to it. I wasn't I wasn't a big fan of it. It's like over soft. I like a little bit of kind of meatiness. But one thing that I thought was really strange is I didn't understand the whole concept of cornbread, and I just thought, what a weird dessert to bring out while I'm having dinner. So I tasted it. I thought, oh, that must be for dessert. So I just finished my my meal and then had it afterwards. I thought it's kind of like a sweet cake. It's actually quite nice. It got nice with ice cream, I think. But yeah, yeah, it's an odd experience. Ah, what was it now? Some kind of chain. Forget what it was called. Yeah, I'd like to revisit cornbread. I think I'm more open to for the whole sweet and savory thing now. I'm a bit older. Chicken and waffles next. If you guys have any questions, feel free. You're on the last ever live video from this workshop. I wonder how many I've done so far, including Instagram. Probably hundreds. Live should be back up in the new place in March. Of course, there'll still be courses coming out and content going up and everything in the meantime. I've kind of planned ahead, but actual live video, obviously, I can't pre-record that because then it wouldn't be live. Some make cornbread sweeter than others. What's my favorite food? Sushi. Sushi would have to be. I always kind of put off having it until about 20 years ago, maybe 25, 30 years ago. No, what am I talking about? Oh, whatever. I never thought, like, why would someone want to eat raw fish with just like plain rice and some kind of horseradish tasting thing and pickled ginger? It just sounded weird. I was like, no thanks. And then I tried it and I was like, actually, I kind of get it. It's a unique texture. It's a unique flavor. And then, yes, I'd say overall it's my favorite food. Very close would be, barbecue. Something like that. Pretty fond of spicy foods. I like hot food. So, Indian. Do like an Indian meal. It's quite nice. It's great when it's fresh. Yeah, well, I wouldn't have it any other way. It'd have to be made there and then. It's not like supermarket sushi. I've had some that are okay if you're kind of desperate, but oops. It's not the same, is it? Stay away from airport sushi. Is that a thing, huh? I remember when sushi first came out, where it was a thing when I was young in the UK. It was a really strange concept. Especially those ones where you sit at a table and there's sushi kind of revolving around. You pick up all the things and they charge you by the plate or whatever it is. I like the heathen in me. I like one of those all-you-can-eat sushi places. A good one, obviously, where they're making it fresh. Because I eat a lot of food. I can put it away. And it's like a fixed menu. I'm like, no, I wanna stuff my face. I like to wiggle the awl and then pass the needle together in the hole so the threads can't bind.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
That was weird. My Alexa just went off. Oops. Yeah, these holes are pre-made, so this is a round awl. It's just so that I can use it because I can't see the other side. I've got a bit of an angle here as well. So I just use the round awl tip to feel where the exit is, and I just chase it through with the needle. What am I using for the lining? It's a glacé kid skin. I don't have any here. Yeah, so it's this. Here's some remnants. So it's a small goat, but it has a glacé finish, which is like a polished finish that gives it that shine. So it's not like a surface treatment or anything like that. And it's compressed a little bit, so it's a little firmer than your average chrome tan. But it's nice. One of the reasons I chose it was A, for the color, but the glacé is quite slick. So if you're sliding documents into the folder, you don't want something too textured or grippy like suede, for example, because the corners of pages are going to catch on absolutely everything as you push it in. So you want kind of a reasonably firm, polished interior for this. And glacé kid is, in my opinion, one of the best. You could, like, I've done it before on a paring stone, use an iron and iron down the texture a little bit more, and on goat skin, if you want something a bit smoother, as long as you don't go too hot, it actually creates a bit of a glacé effect. So if you can't get hold of kid skin, glacé kid skin, then you can iron it down on a low enough temperature. Not veg tan, obviously, but chrome tan you can, on like a synthetic setting. Obviously, if you're going to try that, do it on a small area first. Schnitzel. Oh, I love schnitzel. I was talking to someone today. I did another live today, didn't I? Was that on Instagram? Did I? Yeah, I did. I live on Instagram. Someone was from the Black Forest. There's an amazing restaurant in the Black Forest that serves the best schnitzel, and they just serve this massive slab of it, veal schnitzel, and you go inside and there's all this it's like a buffet, but it's all like different pickles. It's amazing. Oh, so good. I have that with like a local wheat beer. It's like the best thing. I've been there a couple times now. In Germany. A1 sauce. I have more issues with the new Alexa than the original one. I've had the same one for years now. It's just like the Echo Dot 2nd generation. Does the job. My dad always updates with the latest and greatest thing, and it's just like, especially the ones with the screens, it comes up with like ads and stuff like that. I don't want that in my house. Alexas should be heard and not seen. Though I am noticing, I don't know if it's me, that as time goes by, she recognizes her wake word less and less. And sometimes I have to like really say it loudly, overpronounce it, and then pause between the requests, otherwise she doesn't get it. Never used to be a thing, but seems to be. I wonder if it's like a built-in obsolescence over time. She like pretends to ignore you. Fresh lemon or gravy on schnitzel. Yeah. Yeah, the gravy. I don't know what it is. It's like a clear, not clear, but it's not like a brown gravy. It's like a light colored, like chicken stock-based gravy that they serve it with. Something like that, maybe. Might be veal stock. But damn, yeah. So it's one of those awesome comfort foods, isn't it? Schnitzel. No one can eat schnitzel and be unhappy. It's just not possible. Unless you're vegan, then you're probably quite unhappy. Yeah, I don't think they'd like that. But then again, they're probably not watching this channel. Pork ribs, Greek spices, a bit of dark vinegar for kicks. Now I'm bringing home. Yeah, I tell you what, I've been working non-stop because I've got packing to do. I've got to get this, got to get the course out, but it's taking time. You know, these things take time. I haven't eaten since yesterday, and it's 7 o'clock in the evening now. I usually do a little intermittent fasting. I don't eat till the afternoon, but it's just honestly gonna just have to go home, eat, and go straight to bed. Now I'm really hungry. It's the same devices. They just upgraded the version to Alexa Plus, and I think it's... Oh, no. I've been waiting for an AI voice assistant for the longest time. Apparently, it's not a thing. Does it literally come with AI now? As if... Because I've got the ChatGPT app, and sometimes when I'm really bored, I'll have a conversation with it. Debate it. It's quite conversational, actually. But no, I've been waiting for on the one hand, I hate AI. I really despise it. Like, AI generated content is the worst. But it's a handy tool for like organizational stuff, but you just have to check it constantly. You have to just take it as a bit of a serving suggestion. As I noticed, like some of the content creators I've been following lately, I've noticed like they'll do like a talking head thing, and they'll be talking about something, and then it goes into B-roll, mostly on like shorts and things like that. I'm thinking there's something that looks weird about you, something really odd. It's like it looks over clear and over detailed. It's like, and people are saying in the comments, oh, it's some kind of filter, but there's no filter that does that. And I come to find out it's becoming a really popular thing now. It's called AI cloning. So you clone yourself. You let it get used to your facial features and how you just gesture and move, your background that you normally use. And then it clones you. And it's so close, man. And that's what people have been using. So they're cloning the voice, cloning the face, and then talking about subjects and going in and out between the talking head and the subject's video. One I was watching on watches the other day, and he was talking about watches. Like, something's off, and I found out that's what they're doing. The thing is, the whole point of going on camera is to connect with your audience, right? It's to talk to people, even if it's pre-recorded. You want people to feel like you're talking to them, and when people find out that you're using a clone, there's a big chance that you just wrote a script and it did it. It's really late. It's effective, it's efficient, but it's really lazy. And it is annoying that people can do that now. It was optional. They don't know what they're missing. Yeah, it was optional when they offered it. Maybe it's only in the US at the moment. I don't know. I haven't looked into it, so I do occasionally look in, and apparently there was one kind of Kickstarter or something, and we're talking about a year ago. I haven't checked it since, but I was like, I'm really tired of hearing Alexa go, I don't know that one. Well, I'm not sure how to answer that. It's like, why? You have access to everything on the internet. Why not just find out? Yeah, it's like information that you're pretty sure you know that they would have, but they pretend like it. Alexa, how old am I?
Let me look into my crystal ball. Oh wait, no, that's a tennis ball. You'll have to tell me.
Like, I know Amazon knows my age. It's like, her response, if you didn't hear, was, wait, let me look into my crystal ball. Oh no, wait, that's a tennis ball. You're gonna have to tell me. Like, it's quirky, it's funny, but it's not useful anymore. Like, I use it for telling me the weather and putting a reminder in my calendar and stuff like that. Phil, oops, it's just gone up. I have a question. In Indonesia, stiffener like salamander is so expensive. That price is like Chev. Do you have any option? I use Texon. It's so difficult to find. Yeah, just get that would last longer and be even stronger, more dimensionally stable than salamander, which is bonded leatherboard. For those that don't know, is just literally get canvas, place it down on a flat surface over a sheet of just like this stuff, like plastic sheet. Make sure it's nice and flat, and then stretch out some canvas, and then just what you call a process called sizing. So you can use glue like PVA glue, for example, and you saturate it laying flat with PVA glue and allow it to dry. And then you can easily, because PVA doesn't stick to plastic, you can pull it away from the plastic and you have this sheet of this quite firm material. And you can use different grades of canvas to get different levels of stiffness, or you can add more PVA to make it a little more stiffer if you need to. That's old school. It's been done for many years. I don't use salamander or bonded leatherboard at all, but I do use sized canvas sometimes to stiffen something, bag bases, or to add body. It has a certain amount of flex to it. It doesn't like fold like cardboard and take a set. And it's really, really durable. It's like a very strong, non-stretch material. Canvas is strong already, but when you glue all the fibers to each other, it becomes very strong. So that's an easy, cheap way of doing it. And as well, if you need to, if it's dried and it's warped a little bit, say for example, or what you were putting it on wasn't perfectly flat, you can, on a low temperature, just iron it. You might be able to get away with just ironing it directly, or just use a little kind of baker's paper, like that wax paper, whatever it is. I don't think it's actually waxed, but it stops the iron sticking to the surface. Yeah, and you can make up an entire sheet of it and then just cut out what pieces that you need. And if you need it stiffer, you can double them up again and just with a little bit of glue, contact adhesive even, between the layers to laminate it to make it extra firm. So yeah, you won't beat that on price. AI is creepy. It is, man. I can't. Like, have you ever? It's not that I go on Pinterest at all, but have you ever gone on Pinterest recently? It's just so much AI slop. It's just ruining platforms. YouTube is full of informational videos with clips pulled from the internet, with some real, some AI with an AI voice, with an AI generated script. And someone with no talent is putting it out there, and it's getting, thousands, sometimes millions of views. It is a real shame. The thing is, there's so much misinformation that it puts out. It's insane. I mean, I use it. It's helpful. I got it because I'm moving away. I got it to create a list of everything that I need to do before moving away, like a checklist of everything. And then it went through it, and it was actually really thorough and some interesting stuff that I didn't even think about, like changing the address on your vehicle VIN, the vehicle identity and that kind of thing, not just the driver's agency, the DVLA, and like loads of other things like that. And it's like, oh, that's amazing. It would have taken me ages to research all of this. Some didn't apply to me, but like stuff like that, it's fantastic. But it's I wish it didn't exist, actually. I really do. It's fantastic in some ways, but it's I'm just not so sure it's good for the world at this point. Looking at its trajectory at the very least. My Alexa is trying to answer you. Alexa, set a reminder for 6 p.m. tomorrow. Never mind. I should have been really mean and just done like 4 a.m., but I thought that would be a bit much. Just to probably asking you what to set it for. Iron and stabilizing can really firm a panel. It is, yep. She responded to my question saying, you must have my volume up, or your volume up really loud. or she's really saying mine would never pick up on something from my phone. Use linen cloth with stabilizer to make panels in a recent bag making class. Yeah, that'll work quite well. Have you ever used a simple round hole in your corners? Seems to help the transition. Yeah, I did a video on that a few years ago on how to do it with the round hole. I'm not aware of that information previously, but I purposely space it in the right place so that the last stitch goes down instead of straight. Otherwise, there's no point in doing it. And but yeah, I listen to sci-fi YouTube videos with AI generated backgrounds, and now some video shorts that have aliens with arms coming out of their mouths and weird stuff. Yeah, it's odd. Like I like to listen to like sometimes when I'm editing, I'll put it on the TV like just some like cafe jazz music or something, and it will come up with usually artwork in the background that someone's created that's really cool, of some kind of interesting scene in London or Paris or some cafe, and there's, you know, it's just relaxing. Nothing is moving or doing or taking my attention. It's just something in the background. I've had to just don't recommend like hundreds of them, because it's all just AI generated with AI generated music as well. And you can tell it is, because if you use Shazam or Google and hold it up to the TV, it doesn't recognize it. It's not like a legit song or tune or whatever. Yeah. I'm sure I need to be reminded of something. Cool. Right, what was I doing? Right, the last stitch going in. The last stitch of this project. The last stitch in this workshop ever. Adding a little bit of glue with a double cast. That way, we pull the glue into the hole. It should stay there. Excellent. Get it just right so the knot is in the middle. Okay. Thought angels will be singing us something. It's quite anticlimactic. Congratulations, it's a memorable moment. It is indeed. Done. All right, back to filming now. So the grand opening will be done on my main camera. Set that up. Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me for my last live. I don't think I'll be going live because after this course is filmed, it's just packing everything away. Everything's already half in boxes and everything. So yeah, Sorry, I don't know your name. My name is Phil. My question is, how did you start your leather business? I want to make leather crafting my job, but people around here don't buy my stuff. Well, even when I teach it now, but I did have a leathercraft business where I was making to order and refurbishing. You've got to kind of think outside the box. Like your main goal is to have a leathercraft business where you make to order all the time, and people like your stuff and they buy it and they give you money, and it allows you to put food in your mouth and keep a roof over your head. The reality is that takes a while to build that kind of a reputation. And there's so many ways of doing this, but you might have to start thinking about other options that you could do as well in order to sustain yourself. Like my choice was buying leather goods, vintage leather goods online, having them shipped to me, refurbishing them, and then selling them on. And that taught me a lot, but it also allowed me to run under my own steam. I'd probably earn just enough to get by, but I wouldn't be comfortable, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't have much money left over after paying all my bills and food and everything like that. So the refurbishing was a good little side earner for me to keep going. And then I started teaching leathercraft in my workshop. So I didn't do online courses or anything. I would advertise on websites that offer people experiences. I would advertise on craft websites where people can pay you to learn from me directly. So people would come to my workshop and I would teach them how to make things and whatever they wanted. Some were leather crafters, some were people that just wanted to make a wallet and they had no intention of making anything else ever again. They just wanted that kind of fun experience. So I was doing that as well. So it's kind of, you got to be creative and think to yourself, okay, I know leathercraft. What else could I do to generate an income, to generate money that would allow me to live, running under my own steam, under my own business, earning my own money, being my own boss. So eventually you might find that there is one avenue that earns a little bit better than the other. I enjoyed teaching, and I thought to myself, well, I've been teaching for a while in person now. I kind of understand what students want to know, what kind of questions people have, how to teach as well. Sometimes you explain something and you think someone understands completely, and they're looking at you like you just spoke another language to them. You're thinking, okay, I need to take a step back and break it down. So it was kind of giving me the stepping stones I needed to kind of take my craft and then explain it in a way that people can pick up and use that information themselves. So it kind of evolved into that direction, naturally flowed for me. It wasn't necessarily an intention. I thought, oh, let's do some online courses as well. It'd be another little side earner to earn a few quid here and there. And it did really well and people loved it. And I thought, okay, well, let's go all in on this. That's how it evolved for me. It wasn't necessarily pre-planned. I just knew that I wanted to work with leather professionally, full-time, and support myself. So how are you going to do it? You've got to be creative and think of other ways that you can do it. And then you will find your own way. And that might be making leather goods to order. So you'll see how that goes as time goes on. But saying people don't buy your stuff, I mean, when I was making watch straps and wallets and bags and things like that, I've got orders all around the world, from the Far East to the United States. You got to think a little bigger. If people aren't buying the stuff locally, I don't care. I don't think I ever sold anything. Well, no, I did sell locally, but just people that that knew, and then word of mouth and that kind of thing. But I mean, I wasn't selling locally. I was trying to sell internationally so that I could reach a much bigger, further audience. No worries. There's an old trick to selling: embellish till the customer can't resist the big spending. I gave away a few items, then let go my first customers by word of mouth. Yeah, it takes time. It's like anything. It's like people expect to make so many crafters get into the trap of like, I want to make a wallet, then you make the wallet that you want and say, does anyone want this? Like the crafters that really do well are either get successful by accident or just get lucky, or they find what the audience wants. They find out what people are interested in. They find out what the latest gadgets are on the market and think, can I make a leather case for that thing that's just taking off and going viral? That just you ask the customer or find out what people want, and then make that, rather than make something you want and then hope someone buys it. That's like you very rarely will you get lucky doing that. So yeah, just be aware of you need to kind of figure out what it is that people want, and that comes down to testing, to making lots of different things and seeing what people are interested in on social media. You might make a bag, you don't hear anything about it. You might make a wallet or a watch strap, you don't get any buzz, and then one day you make, I don't know, some kind of office phone holder that houses some kind of charging station, and you make it out of leather. You think it's cool, and then suddenly like 3 people the next day are in your inbox going, how much do you charge for this? It kind of like you pick up on these little indicators are like, people like that kind of thing. What else could I make that's similar, that's useful for people? And it's a process, It's like someone starting a podcast. It's like, how long until I get 1 million views? Well, you've probably got to do like 500 to 1,000 episodes with crickets in the background, with like no one's listening to it, for then suddenly you take off. Like overnight success, 5 years in the making kind of thing. But it's the people that are just continuously going and going and going, trying to find that thing that hits, and then the ones that don't give up, eventually you'll start figuring it out. But you just kind of got to get that momentum, that forward momentum first of all. No worries. Good luck with the move, Phil. Yeah, it says Adam. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you joining me for the last live in this workshop ever. That is it. So it's good night from me, and you'll see me again in a new workshop about 4 hours from here, somewhere else in the country. And looking forward to it. Very exciting. It's how a lot of sellers on Etsy do it. The research by using the search function, seeing what works. Yeah, AI. It's another one. Probably not ChatGPT because it doesn't update very fast. I don't find. But what's Google's one? Gemini. Gemini is like by the minute. It's really fast. It's using the latest stuff. So yeah, using that. Google Trends is another one. The search function on Amazon. You can now see what people are searching. SEMrush is another good one. That's a paid for one. That lets you find out what people in different parts of the world are looking for. So if you find that you're getting a lot of, say, clients from the States, what are they looking for? What are they searching for? You're getting lots of clients from Japan. What are they looking for? So it's you got to get creative. You've got to get into marketing. You've got to learn to love it. That's the thing. I do custom work. I always appreciate a new challenge. Good. Be glad to see the new place. Yeah, me too. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. And I will see you again in March. Take care.